everyone, welcome to this new video in which we're going to talk about reasons to save money. Why the hammer, you may ask? Well, this hammer is the hammer of truth, and in this video we're going to speak the truth. But also we're going to be making oatmeal, banana, chocolate chip cookies, and this is going to help us make chocolate chips. So let's get started. Why should you be saving money? Reason number one, the future. You can't predict the future. You don't know what's going to happen to you. You don't know what kind of emergency you might encounter in the future, which could be tomorrow or in the next hour. So you need to save to be prepared. That's that simple. You need to have a little bit of savings to be prepared. Start now, even if it's just a little bit. You know, it adds up. Reason number two, to avoid debt or pay your debt. Debt isn't the best thing that can happen to you in your life. It is sometimes necessary, but if you can't avoid it, I would avoid it at all costs. And so you should be saving so you never have to take out a loan for your everyday expenses or go into debt. Obviously, as I've said before, there are cases where going into debt is the only option you have, such as going to college in the US. Kind of expensive. So that's one example of when, going into debt is kind of okay, I would say, but if you can't avoid it, definitely do. Alright, let's get going on the cookies. So, for our cookies, we're gonna need oats. Now, something that makes this recipe even better is cocoa powder. That makes the cookies 100 times better and definitely more chocolatey, just better. And you know what makes your life better? Getting rid of financial stress. And that's another reason why you should start saving today, is because when you start saving, when you start knowing where your money is going, what purpose your money has, it takes away all that financial stress because you know that what you need is covered. You know that you're saving towards your goals, you know where your money is going, and you know that what you can actually spend on things that you want, that are not necessary, that are not your goals, they're just things that you want, that you could, do without. You know that when you're spending that money on these things, then you can just feel happy about it because the rest of your money is already going towards your goals and your priorities. So saving money definitely gives you peace of mind, and it also allows you to enjoy your life and, enjoy going out and enjoy spending that money because you don't have to feel bad about it because you know you've already covered everything else. All right, let's add the cocoa powder. I don't know how much, should we do a good scoop? I mean, the more powder, the better, really. So they're healthy, but they're sweet. All right, now I'm gonna take this banana and add it in. It's very, ready, so that's what we want. And while I do this, I'm gonna give you another reason why you should start saving money. I hate bananas when they're ready like this. They're just gross. As I was saying, while I'm smashing this banana, I'm gonna give you another reason why you should start saving money. And that is to have the freedom to leave a job that you don't like. It's really difficult to enjoy your life when you are working a job that you hate. There is nothing worse, I feel like. You spend a lot of time at your job and you don't wanna be doing something you hate for the rest of your life. Having savings will allow you to quit your job and be able to, maybe take a different course and go back to college or, get some training to do a job that you actually want to do. You have to think you're gonna be doing this every day for a very long time. And so having savings that will allow you to support yourself financially for that time, where you're either taking a course or you're searching for a better job that you would like more, it's very important because it's really easy to just not save money and then get stuck in something that you don't like to do and then you have no way out. Having savings is your way out. And in the same vein, having savings will allow you to have access to education. I was talking earlier about how expensive it can be to go to college in the US. It's not the case everywhere. It wasn't very expensive to go to college for me in France, but regardless, you still need money to be able to support yourself in that time that you're going to college, to get an accommodation or to pay for just your expenses. You'll need money. You can't just quit your job and live off air. It doesn't work like this. So having those savings can definitely, open doors to more opportunities for you. All right, guys, look at this. We're smashing. but trying to smash at least. Alright, so I have to let this sit for a few minutes. So let's move on with reason 7, which is pay for big expenses. This is usually, I'd say, the first thing that comes to our mind when we think about saving money, like saving for a car, saving for a couch. These are very good reasons to save. You know, if tomorrow you need a car, do you have the savings to pay for a car? Will you have to go into debt to get a car? And as we said before, it's better not to have to get into debt, because then it means you have to repay, you'll have to repay interest. It's just, you know. So having those savings to pay for a car or to pay for a couch is very important, because it will also take away some of that financial stress. So just know that in your life you're gonna have to pay for big expenses, and it's better to be prepared. All right, so while this is sitting, we're gonna make the chocolate chips, which is my favorite part of this entire recipe. You need chocolate, a hammer. This is my way to save money. I'm not gonna go to the store and buy pre-made chocolate chips that cost like 4 or 5 euros. I'm just gonna make my own, because I already have the chocolate, I have the hammer. Why would I go and buy some that are already made when I can make my own? Save money, guys. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know how I feel about this. Why would I go and buy some that are already made when I can make my own? This is fun. I love this. I think I need to hit harder. Oh yeah, that'll work. Look at this. They're quite big still, but I'll just make little ones. Look at this. This is the result. See, it's like a lot easier to just make into little chocolate chips. Alright, so while I'm doing this, another reason why you should save money and why it's important to save money is that eventually in your life you're going to want to have your own home, you're going to want to have your own house and own it. And to buy a house in most countries you need a deposit, which means you need to bring in some cash to be able to get a mortgage. So saving money can allow you to do this, because you will be saving for a house deposit, and when the time comes that you're ready to buy a house, either by yourself or with a partner, or you know, with your puppy, we love puppies, then you'll have that money in your bank account saved exactly for that one financial goal. So, you know, you should totally save for a house if that's one of your financial goals. So another reason to save money is to take advantage of compound interest. And I will let you, do your own research on what that means and how it works and where you can, get compound interests from. But to put it in simple words, it's pretty much your money making babies and then making babies off of that money and these first babies. So it's just like your money kind of multiplying, and it's very cool because you don't touch that money and it just kind of grows on its own. So just get your own professional advice, see what's out there, do your own research before you decide to listen to me or listen to like your neighbor. Always do your own research when it comes to these things, but compound interest is a really good concept when it's used in a good way, so definitely look into that. Now look at these cookies. So let's add some chocolate chips to them. We have this here. How many should we do? Like 3? I don't know. Ooh, how we're generous on this one. These are pretty big. It's time to put the cookies in. Ooh. I think 10 minutes is about the right time for them to cook, so they don't need very long. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the cookies to cook, and I'm gonna have to tell Eric that we can't actually eat them until goûter time, which is like 4:30 in the afternoon, just because that's why I made them, for our like snack time. But it's gonna be very hard to like make him stay away from the cookies. Even for me, it's gonna be a bit hard because you want to try them, But anyway, I moved to the couch because I want to give you one last reason why you should save money, and that is financial independence. For me, being financially independent from anyone else is one of the most important things in my life. It's very important that I'm able to support myself financially, that I don't have to rely on anyone else, and that whatever my lifestyle is, I can afford it with my own money and I don't have to rely on anyone else. excuse us, cookies are ready. So I think, you know, you should definitely save to be able to support yourself financially, and you never know what can happen. You know, you could get stuck in a relationship that's not good for you, and if you're not financially independent, then it's really hard to leave, and it's really hard to, you know, leave and just go and do your own thing and build your own life, because you're stuck, because you're financially tied to that person. So you should really aim to have savings for that. And you know, there's tons of different situations. I'm not going to go through all of them, but like, let's say you're like in your early 20s and you're wanting to be independent from your parents. It's really hard if you're not financially independent, you know, it's almost impossible. So financial independence is really important, and it's definitely one of the reasons why you should be saving money. Now let's go check on the cookies. All right, look at these. They look good. So they're kind of hard on the outside and a bit more gooey on the inside, but if you let them rest for a little bit, then they'll get harder in the inside as well. And they're healthy, you know, they have oats. Obviously there's tons of chocolate in there, but you could add different things, you know, nuts or walnuts or almonds maybe, if you like that kind of cookies. So yeah. Alright, well, this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up under this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you would like more content on how to save money, if you make these cookies at home, please let me know on Instagram, tag me, and I'll repost on my story. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you next week. Bye! Thank you.